Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Yesterday, we could complete in part one. So, completely generalized things we spoken. We never spoken about any technical things in yesterday's class, right? So, who can join? What are the opportunities for the Power BI developers and everything? So, BI is going to be rocking. So, I joined in the BI technology, BI in 2004. Okay. In 2004, I started my career in BA, but my IT career is started almost 2000 and 2001 that time. So almost 20 plus years I have IT industry and experience. I trained, thousands of people. I was a corporate trainer initially. I used to teach, all Infosys campuses, Infosys Mysore, Infosys Bangalore, Infosys, Chennai, Infosys, Hyderabad. I used to take a lot of classes during 2006, 7, 8. So I used to take a lot of classes for Accenture, then Wipro. I was a corporate trainer that time. So whenever I get some time, especially Saturday and Sunday, I used to travel and teach. And Monday to Friday, I used to work for different IT companies. Okay, so I was a developer, and because I'm passionate about teaching, I used to take a lot of trainings in a lot of companies, right? Especially corporate training. So after that, in 2010, I started teaching in Hyderabad because I was there in Bangalore for almost 10 years. 2000 to 2010, I was there in Bangalore. And after 2010, I moved to Hyderabad, right? Basically, I am from Visakhapatnam, so but it's near to my hometown. That is the reason I came to Hyderabad. And now the institution is also available in Kukatpalli, Hyderabad. We don't take any classroom classes. We don't have any offline classes. We have only online classes, right? And only in the morning times. We don't have weekend batches and nothing. Clear? So, even though I have started my career in BA and almost it is 18 years completely into BA. So, that time people were saying BA will not be there, BA will not be there. So, people who are, concentrating on only Java and a .NET at that time. So, many people were concentrating only on that, but I was a person, uh, came out and joined the BA. So that time we were learning MSB, Microsoft Business Intelligence. It is still, rocking. So after that, we got Power BI and Tableau BI, a lot of other technologies. I am into the same technology and I worked for, Accenture. After that, Microsoft. So my friends also, working for the same technologies even today, they're earning more than 1 crore rupee in Hyderabad itself, right? So my friends from Microsoft and a lot of students of mine, 2012, 2013, they took MSB training. They're, working for, Mindtree and L&T. You know how much they're drawing today? They're drawing 38 lakhs of salary packages in BA itself. One guy, his name is Avinash, and he took the training in 2017. That time, MSBI he was taking. He was working in Corporation Bank of Mangalore. Anybody from Mangalore? So there was a Corporation Bank in Mangalore. He was working for 12,000 rupees. He got my name because of YouTube only. Then after that, he joined in that 2016 training. So that guy today got an offer. Yes, 1 month back, I met him in one of the birthday party in Hyderabad itself. Now he cracked the interview with HCL Technologies 25 lakhs salary package. Within 2016 to 2012, 2017, he got the small offer with 5 lakhs of salary package. I think TCS is the first company. So after that, slowly he got a lot of opportunities. Then Virtusa. Then after that, he was working for one more company. Now he got an offer with HCL Technologies. Is going to join probably in this month with a 25 lakhs of salary package. A 12,000 rupees guy with the proper knowledge and proper dedication and the BA technologies, right, is able to crack that. So not only that guy, a lot of my students are earning more than 20, 30. If they're in India, in abroad, they're earning more than crores of rupees. But end of the day, you have to follow one instructor. You have to follow the complete guidance of gurus. You should not, take the broker's help. So if you're in the right track, so one day you will be able to, get lot of opportunities. I had seen all the decisions in my life. In 2000, when we started a big recession of war in America by Bin Laden, right? This bombing and everything. After that, 2009 recession also I had seen. That is the second recession in my life. So every time, every industry will have up and down. So people who do not believe, they will simply jump to other industry. But I never jump to any other industry. I am completely into this industry, whether it is a down or up. Now we're able to get so much of salaries and monies. Only thing is that every industry will have ups and downs. So if the IT is good, now you come to IT. IT is not good, now you jump from here. End of the day, you will be the loser. You will be the loser, right? So IT industry will not disappear one day. So BA technologies will not disappear one day, because it will be there. People who do not know about this, they will say, sir, this is not good, that is not good, because they are only 1 month or 2 months, or last 6 months they will be talking about IT industry. But we have 22 years in the IT industry. I would have trained thousands of people. I would have given guidance to thousands of guys, right? I know, what is that you need to learn, what is that you should not learn. So you need to always be with the right people. So that is the first success. The second success, when you prepare yourself, you will be able to get it. So in my family members, at least 20 to 25 people are into BA, all BTechs, all BComs, all mechanical engineers of my family. Now everybody turned into BA stack. Now in the previous batch also, I have my relatives, 3 to 4 people are there. So even the BA is good or BA is bad. So what about the outside the people are talking, but I never listen to those words, because I know that BA is going to rock. I'll invite my own family members. So to learn these technologies blindly, so they are able to get very, very good salary packages. So they're also just like you. They don't have good opportunities. They wanted to come into IT industry. They also start and learn everything slowly. But only the faith is that I'm his own relative, so they don't have any kind of a confusion, so that they blindly believe me. But if you believe is good gurus and guys, definitely you can also be in the IT field. There is no problem at all. So BI is going to rock lots of years, because whenever you have a data is going to be taking you for the better opportunities. So let me talk about what is the data. So this question is asked to Microsoft. What is the meaning of a data? You know what Microsoft says? Data is a currency today. Why data is currency today? Because WhatsApp and Facebook, they are not selling anything to you directly. But how come they are very rich in this world? Because they have your data, right? So Amazon is selling a lot of products, and lot of Amazon and Flipkart and Book My Show and I buy banking. So all these are doing some business, but Facebook and WhatsApp and lot of Instagram, they are not doing any business directly to you. But how come they are very, very rich in this world? They have your data. So data itself is a currency today. And remember, and this is the information given by Microsoft. But when the same question asked to Google say data is everything today. Data is everything today. Whatever you think, that is data today. Clear? You're talking about automation. You're talking about automation, robotics. So you're talking about automation, you're talking about robotics, right? So you're talking about completely losing the opportunities. Okay, everything will be handled by robotics and machines, right? Machine learning, artificial intelligence, and driverless cars, right? Driverless cars. And we're talking about today IoT, Internet of Things, right? So a lot of things we're talking about today because of data. You need to understand one more thing. What is IT industry all about? IT deals with only two things. IT means what? Information technology. How do you get the information? You tell me. How do you get the information? Information is going to be derived from the data. Remember this. Information is derived from where? From the data itself. So IT industry is going to get the raw material as a data. So wherever there is a data, to store the data, to deal with the data, there is a technology called SQL technology. There is a technology called RDBMS technology in the IT industry. Remember, IT industry is going to be dealing with data. Remember, tomorrow you wanted to learn SAP. SAP needs data. You wanted to work with Android needs data. You wanted to work with Java needs with data. You wanted to work with .NET needs data. You wanted to work with Power BI needs data. You wanted to work with Tableau needs data. IT industry is going to be having only one, that is a data. Remember this. Information is derived, right? So derived spelling is wrong, right? So IT industry is going to be using a raw material. What is the raw material? Data. Remember that. So many people they wanted to learn Java, .NET, but only thing they don't want to learn SQL and RDBMS. But the problem is IT industry means I means what? Information. You ask a question, how information can be gathered or provided to somebody else? So by collecting the data, how do you collect the data? Where do you store the data? How do you process the data? So all of them are very, very industry. IT industry is going to be doing only two things. One is data, and it is going to be taking the data and it is going to be processing the data. That's it. IT industry doing only two operations. What is that? It is going to be storing the data and processing the data. Clear? So only these two things it is doing: storing the data and the processing of the data, nothing else. Storing the data and processing the data, nothing else. So this is what is called IT industry. To store the data, you have to know SQL or RDBMS. Clear? SQL means a structured query language. Relational RDBM, relational database management system. This is a technology invented in the IT industry. For the processing of the data, we are going to be learning any language like C or a C++ or a Java or a .NET, right? So any language you can use, or Android, right? Or you may take tomorrow SAP X or Y or Z. So if you wanted to process the data, we are going to be using, then we got a lot of application later got created with the help of SAP, Java, .NET, this one, that one. So there are only two types of technologies in the IT industry. One is some of the technologies are going to be dealing with the data storing, and some of the technologies are going to be processing the data. For example, I have a 10 comma 20. I wanted to store this data. I can store this data anywhere. But I wanted to know what is the total. Total is a processing. I have a big vegetable. So that is, I would like to store. Where you wanted to store? In the refrigerator. But I wanted to process the vegetable. That means cut the vegetables, clean the vegetables, fry the vegetable. So that is what is called a processing, right? Your cutting is a processing, and cutting the vegetable is a processing. Different tools are used to cut the vegetables like that. The IT industry is going to be storing the data, and it is going to be dealing with the data. So one is called processing, the second one is called storing. IT industry is not doing any, other than this. You go to Google, what you do? You say Power BI jobs. You are giving data. And what Google is doing? Google is searching. Searching is a processing. Searching is a processing. Clear? And you create an animated movie. What is the animated movie? Animated movie, you create one object there. So the object, so where, what is the height of the object? What is the movement of the object? And how it has to act, how it has to, move from here to there. Everything is a process. And what is the size of the object, what is the color, everything is a data. So when you think about it, animated movie, with the help of a software you can create it. But what is that they supply data, the size of the character, then the colors, and after that they also lot of processing will happen. The movie will, the character will move here and there. So that is what is called processing. Clear? So IT industry can capable of doing only two things: storing of the data, processing of the data. Remember this point forever. IT industry means information technology. Information can be derived with the help of a data, but the question, where is your data, right? So where is the data and what is the size of the data? That is the question. Now everybody will have data. I have a data, you have a data, my business has your data, my family has data. As a person, I have some data. What is the size of the data that you have? For example, I have a data in megabytes. For example, every month I am getting thousands of inquiries to go online trainings.com. Where I'm going to store the data? I can store the data in the pen and paper. I can maintain a book. In that book, I will maintain a lot of columns and I can store the data. If I have megabytes of data, megabytes means I have thousands of rows, every month I'm able to get all the data I can store in Excel sheet, right? Or I can also store manually, that is my wish, and I can also process my data. Clear process means how many people have attended demo, how many people have inquired for MSBI, how many people have inquired for Java course, how many people got the jobs, how many people paid the amount, how many people, have the due installment. Okay. So like that, I wanted to do some kind of a processing on the existing data. Clear? So when you have a small amount of data, you will be able to electronically computer, you can use computer and you can store the data beautifully. Processing means, so what is the total, payments we got it last month, before month, this month. Like that, I do some kind of a plus minus operations, average operations, all of them I'm going to be doing. So processing is that. I would like to store the data, but end of the month, I'll ask my team, tell me what is the total collection last month. How many people have paid, how many people did not make the amount, how many people have joined, what is the amount for Java, what is the amount for Power BI, what is the amount for this one, that one. So they store the data, they can easily process, then they create a beautiful reports and give it to me. But if they have so much of a data, for example, think about Amazon company. So you tell me how many people are going to be buying the products? It is thousands and lakhs, right? So lakhs of transactions are going to be happening every month, right? 10 lakhs is equivalent to 1 million. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs, right? 1 million is equivalent to what, Nana? 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs means this. 10 million means 1 crore. Remember, if we have a 10 million data means it is equivalent to 1 crore data according to Indian numbering system. Right? So if you have every day, people are buying and buying, buying and buying in Amazon.com. Can they store all the data in Excel sheet? They cannot, right? So because Excel sheet cannot be of 500 GB of data, 600 GB of data. These people are getting data in large amount every day. So they are going to store the data, large amount of data in the SQL software. It is also called as a relational database management system software. This is a software. So in this software, we can store the data. So large amount of data can be stored in SQL. SQL means structured query language or RDBMS, relational database management system. People will say databases or SQL, right? And if you wanted to process the data, people are going to be using a language. Processing means I told, for example, I have 10 comma 20. I wanted to know what is the total. The total is a processing, that is 30. I wanted to know what is the minimum number in this. Minimum number is 10. That is a processing. I have to perform. What is the maximum number? Maximum number is 20. So I have to find out what is the mode, me. So a lot of things I would like to perform. So this is what is called a processing. So when you have a large amount of data, the company wanted to know what is the sales happened last month. How many people have purchased latest iPhone in India? Now, last 5 years of iPhones sales, I wanted to see in India. So, like that, lot of reports the Amazon company wanted to ask. But where is the complete data getting stored from Amazon company? The Amazon company data is getting stored in the RDBMS softwares. Now, what are the RDBMS softwares that we can have? So, there is a popular software is called Oracle. And the second position, Microsoft SQL Server. This is from Microsoft MS. And you have IBM companies also releasing database 2000 DB2. It is from IBM company. Now, lot of softwares you have. So MySQL, it is from one more corporation, one more company. Then you have PostgreSQL. This is from one more company. This is also one more RDBMS software. Teradata. This is also one of the RDBMS software. And like that, you have Netezza. Netezza is also from IBM company, right? You have Sybase. Lot of companies are there. Lot of companies are there who only dealing with the RDBMS software. So what is RDBMS? Relational Database Management System, which is going to store the data, which is going to be storing the data. So RDBMS means go down. Remember that. RDBMS and storeroom. RDBMS means go down. RDBMS means a bank. RDBMS means what? Nana storeroom, go down, bank, tank, drum. You can think like that. In the drum, you can put the water, you can get the water. In the tank, what you do? You put the water, you get the water. If you have a lot of blood, how do you store the blood? There is a blood bank. If you have a lot of data, where do you store? It is a data bank. Data banks are called database. Database means what, Nana? Data bank. Data bank means base. Okay. If you have a lot of gold, where will you store gold banks? Or lockers, right? Locker is nothing but a gold bank, blood bank, data bank. So SQL are called as a data banks, data storage devices. Ardhamavutunda? If you wanted to store large amount of ice, where do you store ice? There's a bigger refrigerators where you can store the large amount of ice, right? So if you wanted to store vegetables, so again you need to have cold rooms, right? So if you wanted to store the data, there is a software called SQL software. It is also called as a RDBMS software. It is also called as a database management system or relational database management system. So SQL RDBMS ante enti, which is a completely a tank or a bank or a drum or a godown or a storeroom. Anukondi meer. So that is what you need to think. In the storeroom, you put the items whenever you need, you get the items. So in SQL Server, what will you do? In Oracle, what will you do? Oracle, you put the data, you get the data. SQL Server, what will you do? You put the data, you get the data. In DB2, what will you do? You do the same thing. You go to ICICI Bank, what you do? You put the data, you put the cash, you get the cash. You go to State Bank of India, what you do? You deposit the cash, you get the cash. So RDBMS, the primary functionality, the core functionality of RDBMS is store the data, and when you store the data tomorrow, if you need it, you can also get the data. Storing the data, retrieving the data. Storing the data, retrieving the data. That is the purpose of SQL. That is the purpose of RDBMS, right? So there is a banking industry. What banking industry is going to be doing? You can deposit the cash, you can withdraw the cash. That is the core functionality. After that, they will give you loan. They will also do lot of insurance policies. All of them are not primary, they are secondary. అర్థమవుతుందా? అది primary కాదు. So, storing the data, retrieving the data, that is the functionality of SQL or that is the functionality of RDBMS. Clear? So, what is Oracle? Oracle is a software which can store the data software. You can buy MSQL software. All of them are doing the same work. You open a account in the ICICI Bank. You open an account in Axis Bank. You open an account in Deutsche Bank. You open an account in Citibank. So end of the day, the functionality is the same, right? So these are the different companies. They're giving you same functionality, but you will have some flavor, right? So here and there, you will have the different flavors. You have a Amazon, you have a Walmart, you have a Flipkart. So end of the day, they are selling the groceries. The functionality is the same, but the companies are different, right? Like that, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, MySQL, all of them are going to be storing data, retrieving data. You can buy any software and you can store the data over there. Am I clear? Now I go to Amazon.com. I go to Amazon.com. So whenever I buy a product, for example, I would like to buy this product. So I'll be clicking on this and I want to buy this product. I want to click on this. Now I go here and buy now. When I'm doing like that, I have to give my email address and everything, and I make the payment. Whenever I'm making the payment, what happens? Automatically, my data is going to go from this. So this is not a RDBMS. This is a Java application. This is a .NET application. This is some Android application. So whenever you give the data, whenever you buy any product, you don't know that this site is going to store the data in Oracle. This site is going to store the data in SQL Server. That you don't know, right? If you eat the food, if you eat banana, do you think that banana will go to the blood directly? Banana will go and you will have the digestion system. Then it will take, carbohydrates, fructose, glucose, vitamins, calcium, magnesium, everything will be absorbed and all of them will go to your blood, right? So when you're giving the data, you should not think that it will go as it is and store in a website itself. No. If you eat a banana, it is not going to go directly and store in your, in your blood. There is a system called digestion system, right? So like that, whenever you give any data to the Java, .NET, SAP applications, you have to know that all these applications are going to send the data back to the RDBMS only. That you do not know. For example, now I'm able to see this data. Now from where I'm able to get this pro photo, from where I'm able to get this data, from where I'm able to get this description, it is coming from RDBMS only. Remember, so whatever you see, all of them are all this data, rates, gates, everything, price, gaze, mobile phone, everything, the description, star ratings, everything coming from where, Nana? RDBMS, RDBMS, RDBMS. Clear? So, this site is developed with the help of a Java.NET, which is getting the data, increasing the font and showing the data neatly. That is what is called the processing. Whenever you make the payment, so payment details and everything will be processed by the Java and actual data. Who's the customer? What is the product he purchased? And what is the amount he made? And what is the credit card being used? So all the data will be captured in the RDBMS that you don't know till today. Am I clear? So that is what you got to understand. So all the companies are going to store the data like this. If you wanted to store or process the data, we may use C++ or Java or a .NET or SAP. All these are applications will go and get the data, will store the data. For example, this is an application. You can store the data, you can get the data, process the data. You can also, create a report. What is the report? What is the total sales happened? What is that? How many people have purchased, Apple iPhone in the last 1 month? Like that, lot of reports you can give very, very easily. Clear? So language can go and get the data. Language also can go and store the data. So this is how the things are happening. But if you have so much of a data, we can do like this. But tomorrow, the data size will increase gigabytes to terabytes of data. Because, so if you are getting every month 500 GB of data into 12 months data, it is equivalent to 6 terabyte of data. That into 10 years of data of Amazon company will be 60 terabytes of data. Now, where will you store this data? When you have a terabytes of data, clear? So when you have a terabytes, if you have 1000 GB of data, 1000 GB of data is equivalent to 1 terabyte, right? We're talking about 60, so we're talking about 60,000 GB of data. It is so much of a data, so much of a data. So it is 60 terabytes of data. Where will you store this much of a data? So normal RDBMS softwares will fail when you have a crores of records, crores of rows. Because end of the day, IT industry is dealing with the data. You need to store the data somewhere, right? To store so much of a data, terabytes of data, we cannot use a simple RDBMS. We have to use a system called a data warehouse softwares or warehouse tools. Software and tools antar. Okay, softwares are called as what, Nana? Softwares are called as a tool. Clear? So data where space house and write code. This is wrong spelling. This is the right spelling. You should not write like this also. Data where. This is also wrong spelling. So this is also wrong spelling. Data space warehouse is a single word. Clear? Warehouse means go down. When you have a large amount of data, Amazon is getting every month 500 GB of data. You can think like that. Into 12 months of data will become a 12 into 5, 6 terabytes of data. This is 1 year data, per year data. But if I wanted to store 10 years of data, so 6 into 10, it will become 60 terabytes of data. So it is a huge amount of data. Normal RDBMS cannot store. You have to use data warehousing softwares. But how the data warehouse can be created? Data warehouse can be created with the help of SQL softwares only. Remember this. But what is the difference? The difference is you have to have bigger hardware here. The difference is in hardware. So you have to have the bigger hardware and SQL software will be installed. I'll give you a simple example. I am buying a laptop. What is my laptop configuration? I'll show you. My laptop configuration is, let me show you. Right click on this, go to properties. My laptop name is called Kadar and 8 GB of RAM and i5 processor and Windows 11 I have installed. This is my laptop configuration. What is the hard disk size and 64 byte and Windows 11 and 4 GB is enough, but I have taken 8 GB of RAM. i3, i4, anything is fine. You can buy one laptop. This is the hardware configuration. If you see the that hard disk, it is 1 terabyte of hard disk, 1 terabyte. So maximum, if I install Oracle or SQL Server in my laptop, what is the maximum data I can store? Only 1 terabyte, right? Why 1 terabyte? Because hard disk capacity is 1 terabyte. But if I wanted to store 60 terabytes, can I use my laptop? Even though I have installed Oracle in my computer, so I can install only 1 terabyte. But if I want to store 60 terabytes, I have to buy 60 laptops, hardware. So definitely you will not be able to use your laptop. You have to buy a bigger hardware, bigger hardware. So like 100 GB of, hard disk, 1000 processors, 1000 GB of RAM, a bigger hardware you buy and you install the same software, Oracle software, SQL Server software, Teradata software, like Netezza software, some software you install in the bigger hardware that is called as a data warehousing Oracle server, SQL Server data warehousing, DB2 data warehousing, Netezza data warehousing. Clear? So data warehouse means when the bigger hardware, you are going to be installing the one of these softwares. Clear? If you install the same software in your laptop, it is simply, array yaar, I have installed Oracle in my computer. Array yaar, I have installed SQL Server in my computer. We will be calling SQL or SQL, right? You should not write like this, SEEQUEL. This is a wrong spelling. So the spelling is SQL like this, SQL. So people will be calling SQL or they will be pronouncing like SQL, right? SQL means SQL only. There is no spelling like that. You can say SQL or it is also called as a SQL, right? So you have to remember that. So Oracle SQL Server can become a data warehouse when you install this software in the bigger hardware. But when you have so much of a data, who's going to be processing? A language cannot do that because it will take a lot of time. You have to do a lot of coding here, lot of coding here. So lot of IT companies says, I am not going to be using this. Now I need lot of automated tools. Clear? Lot of coding you have to write. So people said, no, 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 no. If you write lot of coding, we'll go mad. And I wanted to have lot of tools. Tools can do very, very easily things, right? Things can be done very, very easily. So BI tools have been implemented to deal with a large amount of data. I have the data of the company. Now I have to create a lot of BI reports. Now, what are the BI tools we have? We have SAS BI, we have SAP BI, we have Oracle BI, we have MSBI, we have Power BI, we have thousands of BI tools in the market. Not only these three. Clear? We have SAS BI, SAP BI, OBI, Oracle BI, Power BI, Tableau BI. You have, Dandas BI, lot of BI. BI means business intelligence. Clear? Now, let us understand what is a business intelligence first. BA stands for what, Nana? Business intelligence. So, business intelligence means, okay, it is also called as data analytics. It is also called as what, Nana? Data analytics. So, data analytics or business intelligence, both of them are what? It is called as a synonym. Both of them are equal. So, business intelligence means understanding past. Understanding the past. That is what is called business intelligence means. Or you can say reporting the past. Reporting the past, Nana. So, if you wanted to know the past data, that is what is called business intelligence or understanding. Understanding the past is called as a data analytics. For example, Amazon company wanted to know what was the sales in 2015. So the report will tell you $15 billion or $150 billion. And what was the sales in 2016? So $180 billion. Clear? So they say this data, they compare whether it is growing or we are going in the negative manner. For example, in 2017 it would have gone up to 200, then 2018 and it is came down to, let us say, 165. Clear? By seeing these numbers, what is that the Amazon can understand? So the business is good till this time, it is very good growth. From here to here, when they compare, they will be able to say negative growth. Clear? So when they create the data, they are going to be comparing a year-wise year, a month-wise month. So they create a country-wise, date-wise, this-wise, that-wise. So they understanding the past and they're also going to compare and they take the decisions. Why we are losing the business in India slowly. Now in 2019 also, they have got it, let us say 162. So drastically the business is getting decreased. Clear? So by understanding the past, what will you understand? You will understand that it is bad that we are losing the business in India. So I have to increase my business. So the business intelligence or data analytics can tell you what is the health of the business. That's it, nothing else. Clear? When you take the last year data and when you compare with the previous year data, from previous year to this year, when you compare it, you will come to know whether you're in the positive direction or in the negative direction. So when you're in the positive direction, you will be very happy. If you're in the negative direction, you need to improve the business. Clear? So by understanding the past, what the companies are going to be doing, the companies are going to be taking the decisions to improve the business. For example, they wanted to increase every month by 10%, whether that is happening or not. So they want to improve 20% in South Africa next 1 year, whether that is happened or not. So all of them, you're doing a data analytics means understanding the past data. Till 2021 data, they can analyze, right? Till 2021 is over, they can understand the data. Clear? Let me say, now it is $300 billion. They have done a lot of things. Now, this is what is called data analytics or business intelligence, reporting the past data. By using the past data, you will come to know whether you are in the right direction or you are in the wrong direction. If you're in the right direction, you do some more decisions. If you're in the wrong direction, you have also take care of your business. So business intelligence or data analytics can tell you, a lot of things about your company. Clear? health, it can tell you the business health. So what is that we can do, what is that the company should not do, all of the information will be given then and there. When the information is available then and there, so automatically the management of Amazon company can take a beautiful decisions. Clear? So the business intelligence or data analytics will be used by the managers of the company, or it will be business manager, CEO, CFO, manager, officer who is running the business. Those people are going to be using these applications. Am I clear? If you wanted to understand data analytics and business intelligence, you have to know these technologies. SQL you have to know, data warehousing you have to know, ETL you have to know, reporting you have to know, right? So these are the things that you have to learn in order to deal with the data analytics or BA technologies. Clear? So everything you can learn within 3 months of time. That is what is the duration. Then one more course nowadays people are listening. That is what is called a data science. It is also called as data mining in earlier days. It is also called as a machine learning. It is also called as artificial intelligence. It is also called as a deep learning, neural networks, right? Lot of things are available in this neural networks, deep learning, natural language processing. Lot of things are going to be coming. So these are one more thing. Data, uh, data analytics means understanding the past, and data science means planning for the future. Planning for the future, or it is what is called predicting in the future. Predictions, predict the future. That is what is called a data science. Means both of them are quite opposite. Data science and data mining are called as a machine learning, or deep learning, neural networks. All of them are called as a data science application. Actually, data mining earlier was there. So let me tell you how data science derived. So there is a data mining, there was algorithm data mining and computer science. Okay, so computer science, these both of them are got created. Now they have taken data from here, from the computer science. Science has been taken. So the data mining plus computer science is equivalent to what, Nana? Data science. Remember this. So from here they have taken the data, from here they have taken the science, it has become a data science. So data science is a completely planning for the future. Remember that. It can plan for the future, or it can predict the future. For example, what would be my sales in 2022? Because it is currently going on. What would be my sales in 2023? So this can be predicted with the help of a data science applications. If you wanted to learn data science, what all you have to know, because data means you have to learn SQL or RDBMS, you have to know data warehousing, you have to know Python, simple small language. So Python, after that you have to learn a machine learning, artificial intelligence, all these things you have to learn, right? So SQL is a 1 or 2 months course, data warehousing. Python again a small course, 1 month course, and machine learning, artificial intelligence put together, it will become 18 months course. Clear? So it cannot be learned in 3 months. If somebody is saying you can learn a data science in 3 months, means it will be difficult, right? So getting a job in data science also difficult, and the course fee also minimum 3 to 5 lakhs. Best institutions are charging in Hyderabad in India. If somebody is teaching for 20,000, 30,000, it will be basics. With the basics you cannot do anything, and which is very very complicated. You have to know stats very well, you have to know maths very well, right? And you have to be good in a R&D, research and development. So you will become a data scientist. You are not a software engineer, you're called as a data scientist. Scientist means people who have the R&D skills. But here, when you perform a data analytics, you will be called as a software guy. You will be called as a data engineering guy. You're a data engineer. Okay? You're called as a data engineer, or you can say a BA developer, or you can say Power BA developer. Like that, you will be able to get it. Or you can say data analyst. So this kind of a role you will be able to get it. Or simply a software analyst or a software engineer. Okay. So this kind of roles will come a software analyst. Like that, this kind of roles will come, but you will be a software engineer. But this is not a software engineering role. It is a scientist role. Scientist means people who can do R&D, people who can do research. Clear? So many people, because of YouTube, many people are learning this kind of a courses. If you're intelligent, you can get the job, but not a minimum qualification guys or minimum intelligent people cannot go into this kind of a things. You have to be good in maths, especially calculations and algebra you have to be good in, and the stats also you have to be good in, so that these people can go into this. And it is not so easy. Many people will say, you learn Python, you will get a data science. Python is not a data science. Python is a small language. So along with the Python, you learn machine learn everything. So Python is 1 month course. Many people will come to me, sir, if I learn Python, I can become a data scientist. It is a 1 month course, small language, right? So Python is not a data science. Python with the help of a machine learning, this is 1 month course, and a machine language is almost to 1.5 year course it is. So this is very complicated course. Clear? So you cannot simply blind with by watching YouTube videos. YouTube is a lot of people do not know anything, so they want to have your attention. They need lot of views, right? So they will be taking, so you join my course because they'll open naukri.com. They'll say, see, very hot skill, lot of jobs are available in India. If you learn SQL and Python, Gita and everything, you will get a beautiful jobs, blah, blah, blah. But that is not very easy. This is hot. It is very, very hard, but you should not be going into the this one. For example, gold is very, very good and diamonds are very good. But to get the diamond, you have to put lot of efforts, right? So you cannot say diamonds are very costly. I can open naukri.com and show, or google.com and show Naukri is very costly, 10 crore, 20 crore. But the problem getting into the diamond is very difficult. Clear? It is costly. Yes, it is a hot skill also, because not everybody can get into this kind of a technologies. Am I clear? So data analytics and data science, both of them are completely different things. Data analytics means reporting the past, understanding the past. What has happened, what will happen is data science. What would happen or what is going to be happening. So what will happen? What was the sales? What will be the sales? These are the two different questions are asked by the data analytics guys and data science guys, but both of them needs a data. So the data may be supplied from Excel, the data may be supplied from this kind of a tools, or the data may be supplied to to data science or data analytics application using this. These are data suppliers. These are called data suppliers. Somebody has to supply the data. Who can supply the data? Excel also can supply the data. You can perform data analytics with the Excel, data science with Excel. You can also supply the data by SQL Server or Oracle. You can perform data analytics or data science applications on the SQL data. You can also supply the data from data warehousing tools. You can perform data analytics or data science. If you have more than petabyte of data, so I'm talking about, so when you have petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yollabyte of data, so this is unlimited data. So when you have unlimited data, a normal terabyte is fine, but you're getting large amount of data, petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte, yollabyte. This is what is called a big data. A data warehouse is going to fail. So who's going to be now working? So now here we are going to be using a software called as Hadoop software. There is one more software called Hadoop software which can store the data. The same software also can process the data. Clear? When you have unlimited data, data warehouse BI is going to be failing. Power BI, MSBI, all of them will fail. So we cannot use, when you have a large amount of data, BI can handle up to terabytes of data. But when you have a large amount of petabyte of data, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, who's going to be dealing with? So this will be taken by one more company, one more software called Hadoop software. Hadoop software is, you know, handled by initially this idea got it by Google company. After that, the idea from Google company has taken and they have developed a lot of softwares using that. Now there is a company called Apache Software. Apache Software company. It is not a company, which is a Apache Software Foundation. Foundation means this company is giving you Hadoop software for free of cost. BA you have to buy, everything you have to buy. Only this foundation guys are going to be giving you software for free. Hadoop is a completely free software. Clear? But it can deal with a large amount of data. Only you have to buy a hardware. Clear? So when you have unlimited data, these are the companies you have. I'll give you simple examples, then we can stop the demo for today. So I wanted to go to a vegetable market from my house. It will be 1 kilometer. I can go by walk, I can go by a cycle, or I can go by a bike, right? So because it is very near 1 or 2 kilometers, I can go by anything. I wanted to go to 500 kilometers, 500 miles. Can I go by a walk? No. Can I go by a cycle? No. Can I go by a motorbike? No. So I have to take a car or a train or the bus. So if you have the small distance, you can use Excel or you can use a bike. When you have a larger data, GBs of data, we are changing the tool. So what we are using? We are using a car or the bus. When the data is more, we are using SQL RDBMS and we are going to be using a language. When I wanted to go to America from India, can I go by a bus? Can I go by a train? I have to change the tool. Now I'm going to be changing a flight. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, this bus and train will fail. So when you have terabytes of data, data warehousing and BI software. So we are going to be using flights to go to America, Dubai. I wanted to go to moon or Mars. Can I take a flight and go? You have to use the rocket and go. Rocket is Hadoop now. Clear? So nothing is replacement to anything. You cannot say Hadoop is very good. I will use Hadoop everywhere. Rocket is fantastic. I will use rocket everywhere. People will laugh at you, right? I will use a bike every time. I will use a cycle every time. I will use a car every time. I will use a bus every time. No, 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 no. It depends upon the situation. Clear? When should I use BI? When should I use Hadoop? When should I use RDBMS and language? When should I use Excel? Excel is a simple tool I wanted to use for the small amount of data. Small distance I have to cover, megabytes. So 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers go by a bike. Thousands of miles go by a bus or the car. And you have more than that go by a flight. If that is also not enough, then you can go by a rocket. You cannot say everywhere I will use rocket, means people will laugh at you. So Amazon company will use Excel. Amazon will use this. Amazon will use this. Amazon will also use this. Elon Musk also will have a car. Elon Musk also will have a lot of. Bill Gates also will have a car. So Bill Gates is very very rich. He will use only uh, you know what do you say, a rocket. When you say like that, people will laugh at you, right? So bigger company is going to be using only Hadoop. That is wrong statement or partially true statement. So bigger companies also will use Excel and everything. It depends upon the situation. Now let us talk about what is MSBI, what is Power BI, and before that let us compare the third party tools with MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, and Power BI. It is Microsoft tool. These are. Let us understand one by one. So these tools are completely, these are also what is called as BA tools, business intelligence tools. But these tools are completely can create only reporting. So reports it can create. So this is only a single tools, okay, which can create a beautiful report with the help of charts and everything. For example, I have some data. I can open Excel. I have some data. I wanted to give you January sales is $12 billion. February sales is, let us say, 22 or $29 billion. I would like to report this. I will go to insert. I create a beautiful chart. So this is what is called visualization and reporting means. So I don't want to show the data in the column and row format. I wanted to create a beautiful visualizations, or I wanted to create a beautiful report so that the managers can easily understand how the business is happening. This is what is called reporting and visualization. Showing the data in the table format is called as a report. Show the same data in this format is called as a visualization. Remember, what is a report? Report means show the data in the table format. Visualization means to show the data in the graphical format, maps, charts, lot of things, right? So you create a lot of report with the help of Excel, or you can also use this kind of a softwares. It is only reporting tool. Reporting and visualizations can be done, and these tools are very costly tools when you compare with Microsoft and any other tools, and very complex to learn. Because of it is one tool, these are completely failed in the market. These were introduced in year 2000 itself, early 2000. A lot of IT companies were using year 2000, lot of 2005, to 2000 to 2010, lot of companies were using. But Microsoft brilliantly released a software in 2005. Okay, so this is not a single tool, this is a three tools. The tool is called SSIS, SSAS, and SSRS. These are the three tools Microsoft is giving. Clear? So SSIS is called as ETL software. SSAS is called as analysis software to analyze the data, and reporting software is this. Okay, so to create a report, you have to do a lot of other work. For the other work, these people have to buy one more technology or two more technologies. But Microsoft is saying, don't do everything. I will give you in a single phone. You will have a camera, you have everything. But earlier we were buying camera, we were buying a phone, we were buying a torchlight, we were buying everything. So smartphone release. They said, no, don't buy camera, don't buy torch, don't buy this. You buy one smartphone. Smartphone is just like MSBA. You don't buy different tools. I will give you reporting, so reporting is there. I will give you a torchlight is there, camera is there. So a lot of tools have been integrated into the smartphone, and people have released. So normal phones have been gone. Normal BI system is completely failed because of one tool. Now MSBA, it is started rocking. Clear? So meanwhile, what is happened in a 2010, there's a software company called Tableau BA. There is a Tableau software company. It released in 2010 or 2012, I think. I don't remember exact dates. So they can create a beautiful reports without any technical knowledge. An end user can create a self-service BI is released. Clear? Without having any technical knowledge, you will be able to create a beautiful reports. So however, you can create a report with Excel. If you wanted to know Excel, you don't need anything, anybody can create. So similar to that, Tableau BI got released, and without any technical knowledge, you can create a beautiful report. Complete IT industry is moved towards a Tableau BI. Now, immediately, Microsoft started losing MSBA. Microsoft started using MSBA because in SSRS, where you have to create a complicated reports, means you have to have a technical guys. So SSRS completely failing. So Microsoft thought, I have to give a competition to this fellow. Then Power BI got released in 2015. Clear? So Power BI slowly it released, and slowly it came to number one position. Now Tableau BI it is game down now. Clear? So Power BI is completely a self-service BI, which is a reporting tool. Clear? Which is completely what tool, Nana? A reporting tool only. So many companies are using SSIS, SSAS instead of SSRS. This is reporting tool, right? Instead of this, they started using Power BI. Power BI is a reporting tool, or some companies also started using SSRS. Clear? So SSRS is a completely a technical guy only can create a report. Power BI, a non-technical MBA guys, BCom guys, botany, zoology guys, 10th class, a 10-time failure guy also can create a beautiful report. So that is the reason. So Power BI became so popular in this world. For example, I wanted to make a pizza. I should know cooking, but I wanted to prepare Maggi noodles. Maggi noodles, anyone can cook. So Maggi noodles are called Power BI or Tableau softwares. But Tableau become very failure because this is very costly. That is the big single reason it is becoming very costly, and it does not have ETL software like SSIS and SSAS, and lot of things are missing. So companies are stopped using this. So many companies are using today MSBA, traditional BA software, along with they are going to be using Power BI. Clear? So tomorrow we will discuss what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is the difference between Power BI and SSRS also we'll see tomorrow. But as of now, you can understand SSRS is complicated and only technical guys can create a report. Power BI, where a non-IT guys also can create a report. But what is SSIS, what is SSAS, we will discuss. Before that, let me talk about SQL Server. This is a Microsoft software. So I wanted to give you SQL Server history. I will take only 2 minutes of time. The demo got over, and today's demo also I will be uploading in the uh, YouTube channel, and as well as I will send the URL. You can download this, but make sure that you have to give your details in this form. So yesterday I have given this form, and the people have already filled it. And if you have already done it, don't do it. If you're first time doing and first time coming to the demo, means you have to fill it up. Tomorrow we'll have a third demo and with the same meeting ID, and you have to attend demo 1, demo 2, demo 3 are free. Tomorrow is a Friday. We have the last class. Okay, demos are free. So you have to attend the tomorrow demo with the free. You need not pay, make not even single rupee. So SQL Server, Microsoft RDBMS software, which can store the data. The first version got released in 1.0 in 1989, which is a completely what kind of a software, Nana? RDBMS software. Clear. What kind of a software? RDBMS. RDBMS means I told you, go down, a tank, a storeroom. You can deposit the data, you can withdraw the data. So the next version is called 3.0. Next 5.0. 7.0, where I started my career. SQL Server 7.0 I was learning in year 2000 and 1999. So then SQL Server 2000 got released, completely RDBMS. But afterwards, Microsoft released 2005 software. So what they have done? So they have done 2005 it got released. Okay. In this, it is RDBMS software. In this only, in this version, they have added MSBI. MSBI means three tools: SSIS, SSAS, SSRS. So what is SS? SS means what, Nana? SQL Server. SQL Server Integration Services. SQL Server Analysis Services. SQL Server Reporting Services. So these three tools also got injected, got combined with this software. When you install this version, you will have RDBMS, which can store the data. This is going to be performing data analytics. Clear? So it can analyze the data. The next version they have released 2008. Then 2008 R2. This is release 2. And 2012, then 2014, then 2016, then 2017. Now current version is 2019. What is the latest version means? SQL Server 2019. When you install this, you will be able to get all these things in your computer. Remember this. So this will be installing RDBMS as well as MSBI also will be installed. Clear? So this is the one you need to install, and I will give you Power BI software. Not today. On Monday class, we will be telling you how to install this and how to install this. So this is the history. So MSBA started in year 2005. Power BI started when in 2015. So it is also rocking. Many companies are using SSIS, SSAS, and Power BI along with the SQL Server. So what is the latest version? This is the latest version. So this is also going to be installed in your computer. To install, what is the hardware? Hardware means I told you any processor you can take. Any processor you can have i3, i4, AMD, this one, that one. Minimum 2 GB of RAM, but I can recommend 4 GB. Minimum 2 GB is needed, but 4 GB is recommended. Okay, in your computer, and minimum 100 GB of space in the hard disk. Space in the hard disk. So you better buy a SSD. It is very fast, and you can have that's a RAM space, and compulsorily you have to install Windows 11, 10 or 11. Again, I recommend 11. Clear? And what software you have to install? So this software you have to install. This I'm going to be giving. So I will give you this software on Monday. Monday, okay? I will give you this software on Monday because Saturday, Sunday, we don't have any classes. So tomorrow will be the final day demo. Saturday, Sunday gap. Monday, same time, you will be having the class, but the meeting ID will change. Clear? So I will give you on Monday this software. So when you install it, RDBMS and MSBI, and I will also give you Power BI software on when I will give you on Monday. So you have to get so Windows 11, everything should be installed in your computer. If you don't have it, go to a nearest hardware shop and install it. So these two softwares, and apart from that, you should also install MS Office software. MS Office 2007 or later editions you can have, and PDF software you can download from Google and install it. WinZip or WinRAR. So it is zipping software. You can ask any hardware shop, or you can also download from the Google and install it. So otherwise, I will give you this. So these are the things that you need to have, and that is the hardware, and this is a software requirement. Clear? So this is the hardware requirement. If you don't have it, you can buy. So I am using a Lenovo laptop. So my brand, I'm telling you, if you wanted to buy a laptop, that is your wish, but I'm using Lenovo, and 2 years back, 1 year back, I got it with the 35K, right? So it is, my laptop is, I told you, right, i5 configuration with 8 GB of RAM, and I'm having Windows 11 pre-built. So Windows 11 software I'm having, and i5, and I'm having 1 TB of hard disk and a 256 SSD there, so that it is very, very top. So 35K I got it. So you can go to Google it, you will be able to get it with the same configuration. If you have a desktop, it will be for only 20,000. Okay, so it will be going for desktop means, so you can only 20K you can have it. So same configuration you can get it, or little more less, or maybe 4 GB of RAM you can get it. So that is sufficient. Clear? So this is the one you can have it. So desktop you can buy if you don't have sufficient amount. And these are the things you need to have. Tomorrow we'll talk about what, Nana? What is MSBI and what is Power BI? And Power BI, we know self-service BI, and MSBI is a traditional BI. Only technical people can create a beautiful data analytics. So we can say what is the course we are doing? We're doing a course called Data Analytics with Power BI. Analytics using what, Nana? Using a Tableau. Like that, we can say using Power BI. So that is the thing you can say. So what is the software thing we're using? Data Analytics using what, Nana? Power BI. That is what we are discussing. So we have uh, demo number 2. We have done today. Is it done? So data analytics means what? Understanding past. So, and to perform data analytics, you have to perform ETL, reporting, SQL, data warehousing technologies you have to know. So from tomorrow, we'll discuss about what is SSIS, what is SSAS, and what is SSRS, and what is Power BI, what is data warehousing. If you understand it clearly, you are learning what? You are learning, so MSBI, you are also learning Power BI. So two courses you are learning because I am going to teach you SSIS and SSAS and Power BI. Clear? So that is what. So Power BI, when you learn, you will be able to get a Power BI, but SSAS will be free, will be given to you. That's what I told you. But SSIS, you have to make the payment for this. Clear? So that's what I told you. So BI means we are learning two tools now. Clear? So MSBI we are learning, but not all the tools, right? So we are learning SSIS and SSAS. I'm going to give it to for free, right? This will be paid, okay? And instead of SSRS we are not at all covering. Instead of that, we are learning what on a Power BI. So we are learning MSBI and Power BI and SQL again paid course you need to take it. We don't have a live classes. You have to take only recorded videos. No live classes are available. So this is what you are learning, and you will also be learning a data warehousing. Clear? So MSBI you are learning SSIS and SSAS and Power BI and SQL completely and a data warehousing. Data warehousing for 7 days and MSBI SSIS for 25 days and SSAS for 4 days. It is free. And this is the paid course, SSIS. Power BI is a 45 days course. SQL Server is a 45 days course. Okay. These are the courses we will be learning. But from June 1st, we will be concentrating on SQL Server and the Power BI. So once it is over, this will take this month and next month. June and July, we complete only SQL Server and Power BI. In the July month, we start with SSIS and data warehousing. So data warehousing. So this is third course, SSIS and data warehousing. You will be able to learn. Clear? So this is the agenda. If somebody is going to teaching you for SQL for 10 days, Power BI for 20 days means you will be the loser. I'm telling you. Don't go and don't go do this kind of a work. So you have to learn everything thoroughly, and you can easily get into IT industry. So we are learning data analytics using Power BI. Tomorrow we'll continue with the same meeting AD guys. I will take your questions now. Thank you guys. Bye bye.